Now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the area behind home plate and join us in welcoming tonight's Thompson Roofing and Construction National Anthem performer, Ashley Overcast. Please rise and remove your caps and join us as we honor our country with the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ready to go, Rocket City and Chattanooga in Game 4 of this 6-game series. Again, Josh Carey with you, and back at our WUMP studios, manning the boards is Mike Yaffe. Let's give you the starting lineup for the Lookouts, who come in at 14-10 on the campaign. Leading things off, playing center field, is Michael Ciani. Batting second out and right is TJ Hopkins. In the 3 position, over at short, is Matt McLean. Cleanup will be the designated hitter, Isaiah Gilliam. In the 5 spot will be the first baseman, Robbie Tenerowitz. Francisco Urbaez will bat 6. He's at the hot corner. Leonardo Rivas will hit 7th. He's at second base. 8th will be the left fielder, Quinn Cotton. And batting 9th for the Lookouts will be the catcher, Eric Yang. Defensively for the Trash Pandas, here's how they look. Left to right, it's Whitefield, Teodosio, and Cabbage. Around the infield, third to first, Palmero, Soto, Gomez, and Maitan. Behind the plate, Anthony Mulrine. And on the hill, the man everyone is here to see, right-hander Sam Bachman. All zeros for the season. However, there's a lot more to talk about. The number 9 overall pick in the 2021 draft. He was the Angels' first-round draft choice out of the University of Miami at Ohio. He is going to be making his first start, like I said, in a Trash Pandas uniform. He made 5 starts last season toward the end of the year at High A Tri-City. Went 0-2, but only pitched 15 innings. He only went about 2 or 3 innings per outing, so he never really got a chance to qualify for a win. Had a 3.77 ERA. He was hurt by injuries at the very beginning of this season, but good to see him out there. He'll be set to go. Can't imagine him going 2 or 3 innings here this evening. We'll just see how far he goes as he'll face Ciani, Hopkins, and McLean to lead things off. Rocket City, home whites, white tops, white bottoms, black lettering across the front of the jersey in all capital letters with red trim. A smaller powder blue numeral on the left hip with red trim. Big powder blue numeral on the back with red trim. All powder blue cap with the raccoon and tail in the middle. As for Chattanooga, gray tops, gray bottoms, red numerals and lettering with white trim. It's red lettering across the front of the jersey that says Chattanooga in all capital letters. As the first pitch is a fastball that's on the outside corner. 0-1, and we are right on time tonight. First pitch is at 6:35. Overcast skies. We've had rain off and on all day, but we should be good to go for this one as the 0-1 is in the dirt, and it goes to a ball and a strike. Again, for those on the TV side, you see that smaller red numeral on the left hip, big red numeral on the back of the jersey for the Lookouts. They are a Reds affiliate. 1-1 pitch, and the ball is tapped up the first base line, fielded by Maitan. He already calls off Bachman before he even fields it. Scoops it up, steps on the bag, and 3 pitches, 1 out in the first inning. Here's TJ Hopkins. Looked like a fastball that Ciani was just late on. Easy play for Maitan. So 1 away, and here's Hopkins, 259, 6 homers, and 22 runs batted in. Wind is blowing out today. We had a cold front roll through here. It is much more pleasant, at least from a weather standpoint, than it has been the last few days. And what I mean by that, it's not as hot and humid as the first offering. Is slapped down the right field line, but that's going to tail out of play onto the right field berm and go to no balls and 1 strike. So it's a lot cooler, but of course with that cold front rolling in, you're going to have the flags blowing out toward left field. This is already a hitter's paradise, and it's become even more so this evening. Bachman into his wind, 0-1. Nice let up. He's got a full arsenal. Fastball, changeup, curve. He'll stand back on the rubber. First base side of that rubber. Off the line at first is Maitan. Everyone else is straight up on Hopkins. Next pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hopkins had a rough one last night. 0-4 with 3 strikeouts. He's 0-12 for the series. They'll look back in. And now stepping off the rubber for just a moment is Bachman. Again, this is his first live game action of 2022. And there you go. Bachman's going to be hit with an automatic ball. He took too much time going into his windup. So the count now goes to 2-2. This is his first time working under these rules. As the 2-2 is fouled away, and it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We didn't see a whole lot of that the first couple of weeks of the season because everyone was on high alert about making sure they got their pitch thrown in time before the pitch clock went off. Then we saw a few more pop up last week as the ball is grounded back to Bachman. He knocks it down. Long underhand toss to first is in time, and quickly 2 away in the first inning. We saw a few more pitch clock infractions, I would say, last week. And then this week, we've had a couple more as guys have gotten a little more lax as the season has gone along. But the umpires have been right on top of it. 2 gone. Here's Matt McLean. 280, 7 homers, and 21 runs batted in. And looks like we got a slight drizzle already falling here at Toyota Field as the fastball is in the dirt, 1-0. Again, we're going to play tonight. We're going to be okay. It's just that we get these nagging little pop-ups here in the South. And I'm only saying that because I know there are a lot of folks, a lot of Angels fans probably tuning into this one because of Bachman. Fastball right through there, and it goes to a ball and a strike. We've had to pull the tarp 6 times today just to keep the field dry, but we should be good to go getting this one in. From the first base side of the rubber, next pitch. Fastball right through there on the inside corner, 1-2. Quickly, your umpires behind the plate calling the balls and strikes is Justin Whitten. Over at first is Bobby Tassone, and your third base umpire is Stephen Hodgins. Trying to end the inning is Bachman. Heel rock and the delivery. Curveball, a beauty, but it misses down and in. And it evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bachman out of Indianapolis. They don't have Major League ball there, but they've had a AAA team seemingly forever. 2-2. Fastball just missed inside. He wanted that one, so did the crowd. And the count runs full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trash Pandas playing McLean straight up. 3-2 on the way. High with that one, ball 4. So the first base runner of the game belongs to the Lookouts. Walk number 1 by Bachman. So 1 on with 2 out, and here's Isaiah Gilliam, the former Yankees farmhand. 282, 5 dingers, and 11 runs batted in. Gilliam went 0 for 3 last night with a walk and a run scored. He'll dig in against the righty Bachman as leading away at first is McLean. First offering, inside. Missed with a fastball. Now time is called as Mulrine going to go out there and have a word with Bachman, who was just taken off of the injured list earlier today. So I don't know how much he and Mulrine have had an opportunity to work together. I'm sure they worked a little bit together during spring training, but again, that was, 6 weeks ago now. So they're trying to get on the same page. Very brief meeting as Anthony heads back behind the dish. Count 1-0. The right-hander will check first. Delivery. Good slide piece. Cut on and missed. And it goes to a ball and a strike. Again, in limited time with Tri-City last year, he struck out 15 and 14 in a third. Next pitch fouled to the screen, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes. It's really what he did in college that made his mark. His junior year with the Red Hawks, he had 93 strikeouts in only 59 and a third innings. That is remarkable. The look back in from the belt is Bachman. The 1-2, runner goes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Slider down and in. Gilliam swings through it. Strikeout number 1 for Bachman. And the Lookouts will leave 1 in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. At the end of half an inning, it is Chattanooga nothing, Rocket City coming to bat. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. We go to the bottom of the first inning. It was Chattanooga coming up empty in the top half, as it looks like the rain has just about let up here at Toyota Field. Fans are making their way back down from the concourse. Aaron Whitefield to lead things off, and Carson Spears into his wind. First pitch of the ball game is like a changeup that tailed down and in. 1-0. Aaron Whitefield leading it off, playing left field. Batting second at short is Levon Soto, and Trey Cabbage hitting third. He's out in right. Next pitch is a fastball over the outer half. 1 ball and 1 strike. Preston Palmero at the hot corner. He will bat cleanup. Jose Gomez hits 5th. He's at 2nd, and the designated hitter Ryan Aguilar will hit 6th. Next pitch is cut on and missed, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Kevin Maitan plays first base and bats 7th. Anthony Mulrine behind the dish hits 8th, and Bryce Teodosio is in center field, batting 9th. Spears delivers, just missed on the outside corner with the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spears, no record, a 5.25 ERA. As you can see, he's a right-hander. 2-2. Let up, down and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A walk would be a nice way to start things here. The wind continues to blow out toward left. Whitefield at 291 entering play today. 3-2. Fastball popped up down the right side, giving chase to Narrowitz. Does he have room? No, he will watch it leave the field to play. And it will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now it begins to rain again. Whitefield will dig back in. The delivery, fastball high and away. He walked him. So Whitefield will trot to first. So a very speedy man aboard for Rocket City, and one on with no one out for Levon Soto. Here's the defense for the Lookouts. Left to right, it's Cotton, Ciani, and Hopkins. Around the infield, third to first, Urbaez, McClain, Rivas, and Tenarowitz. Behind the plate is Yang, and on the hill is Spires, and it's really coming down right now. Here's the set, the delivery. The fastball cut on and missed, 0-1. What's so frustrating about this is you know it's not going to be around for long, but you don't want to put the players in jeopardy. But you know as soon as you stop the game, you're going to have to take both starting pitchers out. Curlis from the belt. The 0-1. In on his hands, dribbler towards second. Backhanded, they'll go to second out there. Relay to first out there. Rivas to McClain, over to Tenarowitz. 4-6-3. That ball wasn't hit very hard, but a good turnover at second by McClain. Retires both Whitefield and Soto. And just like that, two are gone for Trey Cabbage. Cabbage at .345, 8 homers and 21 runs batted in. He's getting the start in right field tonight. He can do three things. He can designate hit, he can play right field, and he can play first. Pitch is fouled off to the left, 0-1. His natural position is right. But with Braxton Martinez here, Braxton is more known for his first base prowess, hence the positioning in right field for Trey as the pitch is in the dirt. 1-1, the reigning Southern League Player of the Month, Trey Cabbage. He stands back in, had a base hit last night. They swing him around to the right. Well off the line at third is Urbaez. Pitch cut on and missed. And it goes to 1-2. And just like that, a chance for Spires to wrap up the first inning. And once again, the rain starts to let up. The 1-2. Broken bat, grounder up the middle. Fielded, off-balance throw in time by Rivas. That was a heck of a play. He's fielding that as the barrel of the bat is flailing at him. He didn't lose focus. He still made the backhanded stop, threw on to first, and Rocket City retired in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. At the end of one, we're scoreless. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. We go to the top of the second inning of a scoreless ball game, Rocket City and Chattanooga. And we're held up here for a moment as one of the bad boys for Rocket City had to take something from a Chattanooga reliever, and now he's sprinting back to the Chattanooga dugout. Due up for the Lookouts, it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Tenarowitz, Urbaez, and Rivas. As Bachman into his wind, first pitch fastball. Did he hit him? Yeah, he did. Fastball tailed inside. Not sure where it caught Tenarowitz, but it did catch him nonetheless. He will trot to first, hit batsman, and one on with no one out for Francisco Urbaez. Bachman, 17 pitches in the first inning. He struck out one, walked another, and now he just plunked Tenarowitz, who, for what it's worth, is 1 of 1 in the stolen base department. Now here's Urbaez, who's hitting the ball well in this series. Had a 2-run homer last night. And Urbaez steps out. And they're going to reset the pitch clock here. Now we're good to go. From the belt, first offering. Inside. Looked like that one may have slipped on him. 1-0. Urbaez 286 with a homer and 8 runs batted in. Had the 2-run homer last night, had a couple more RBI in Wednesday's win. From the belt, the delivery. Hit foul at the plate. And it evens up at a ball and a strike. In 2021 at Miami of Ohio, Bachman made 12 appearances, only went 4-4, but a 1.81 ERA. And again, 93 Ks and 59 2/3. Had 11 strikeouts against Western Michigan. Fastball in on his hands, dribbled up the middle to his left. Soto, good flip to second out there. Relay to first in time, double play. Oh, Levon. I'll tell you, when it comes to the glove, he's already a major leaguer. Look at that. Oh. That was pretty. 6-4-3. Soto to Gomez to Maitan. So smooth, so quick. And remember, Urbaez runs very well down that first base line. He was thrown out by a good step and a half. And 2 out just like that on the jam shot by Urbaez. So each team has turned a twin killing. First pitch is a strike to Rivas. It's 0-1. And like I said, Soto, defensively, he's pretty much there. Offensively, he's getting there. As the next offering is cut on and missed. Good slider down and in. 0-2. Meanwhile, Bachman here, thanks to that double play, is 1 strike away from wrapping up the top of the second. Rain has let up again. Here's the 0-2. Fastball way outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Wind continues to blow out toward left. It's far cooler tonight, like I mentioned. Temperatures in about the mid-60s right now. 1-2 on the way. Fastball lined into left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Pretty good piece of hitting by Rivas right there, folks. The ball was outside and away. He just went that way with the baseball, didn't try to pull it, poked it the other way, and he lined it into left field. So Rivas with a single, first base hit of the game for Chattanooga, and 1 on with 2 out for Quinn Cotton, who did not play last night. On Tuesday, or I beg your pardon, on Wednesday. Actually, he hasn't played the last 2 nights. It was on Tuesday that he played. He went 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Runner leads from first, and the pitch took something off right there, and it was cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Cotton 316 entering play today. Bachman back to the belt. Checks first, kicks and fires. Pitch is outside, and it goes to a ball and strike. You can already see that from the stretch. Sam has that high leg kick. It makes you wonder if Jose Moreno will try to put Rivas in motion. He's 3 of 4 in the stolen base department. Shaded up the middle, the second baseman, Gomez. A lot of room on the right side. Runner will go. Pitch is going to be bounced to the wrong side. To his left is Palmeiro. He'll field. Throw to first is in time. 5-3 on the putout. Cotton grounds to third. And just like that, the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Bottom of the second inning, it is scoreless. Rocket City and Chattanooga due up for the Trash Pandas. It'll be the middle part of the order. Palmero, Gomez, and Aguilar against Carson Spears, the starting pitcher for Chattanooga. The first pitch is a fastball that's high 1-0. Now, for those of you watching on TV, the weather doesn't look great, but here's the deal. It's not raining hard. The problem is the wind is blowing as well, as the next offering is low and in. And it goes to 2-0. So it looks worse than it actually is. And I know for those of you watching at home, it looks like it's all foggy and stuff like that. That's just a lot of mist that's being blown through the stadium at the moment. Pitches hit foul off to the left. And it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Don't get me wrong, it's not ideal conditions, but it's not bad enough to stop play right now. In fact, you can see a lot of those fans in the background. They're toughing it out. Spears kicks and fires. Fastball cut on and missed, and it evens now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Palmero at 186, a homer and 9 RBI. Next pitch. Fastball fouled to the screen. And it remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And just looking at the weather radar, it's just a bunch of little green spots that continue to pop up around the Madison-Huntsville area. Nothing severe enough to warrant the stoppage of play as the next pitch is hit foul at the plate. And it remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's annoying, but it's nothing you can control. Preston will dig back in. He went 0 for 3 last night with a strikeout and a walk. And he'll take a fastball inside, and the count runs full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. The wind continues to blow outward. 3-2 on the way. And the changeup misses in the dirt, and that'll be ball 4. Palmero will draw a leadoff walk. That is walk number 1 from Spears. And 1 on with no one out for Jose Gomez. Gomez, 268, 1 homer, and 3 runs batted in. Jose last night went 0 for 4. He's now 1 of 7 for the series. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes it low, snap throw to first. Not in time as Preston is back standing. Spears from Greenville, South Carolina. Pitched, well, actually, he split time between 2 organizations last year, Daytona and Dayton. Had a good year, 8-4 with a 3.55 ERA. Next pitch, fastball cut on and missed. And it evens up at a ball and a strike, signed as a non-drafted free agent out of Clemson. Very good baseball program. Got a degree in management. Don't know what type of management, but management. As the pitch misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. His uncle is Bill Spears, who was a first-round draft choice of the Brewers back in 1987. Played in the bigs for 13 years. Pitches swung on and missed, and count evens now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gomez. We are scoreless here in the early going. We'll get you a station ID in just a second. Again, the big news here is Sam Bachman making his AA debut with the Trash Pandas. So far, 2 scoreless innings. He has yielded a hit. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball lifted into shallow right center, charging inward Ciani. He's under it. He's got it. And there's 1 away. Let's go ahead and give our station a chance to identify itself. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. And now Ryan Aguilar, who was involved in one of the, not just a big play, but a bizarre play last night. He hit a ground rule double on a fly ball that was misplayed in left field by Quincy McAfee. Wound up leading to the game-winning run for Rocket City. Throw over to first and back in with a head-first dive is Palmero. It was a regular, ordinary fly ball down the left field line, but McAfee just didn't know where the sidewall was and took his eye off the ball. Trying to bunt it and missing it is Aguilar on the fastball, 0-1. Spears last pitched on the 30th of April against Tennessee. That was last Saturday. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. He struck out 7. Next pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. And Aguilar down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Ryan, the designated hitter this evening. They shade him to the right side. Well off the line at third is Urbaez. 0-2. Fastball cut on and missed. Climbed the ladder away on Aguilar. Got him to chase, did Spears. That's strikeout number 1 for Carson and 2 gone in the second inning for Kevin Maitan. Fans, Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball is brought to you by Toyota. The mission at Toyota is to attract and retain customers with high-value products and services and the most satisfying ownership experience in America. Their vision, to be the most successful and respected car company in America. Maitan now, and first pitch is low and away, 1-0. Kevin, a $143 with 3 ribbies on the season. He had the night off last night. Spears looks back in from the first base side of the rubber. At the belt, the 1-0. And the next offering is in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes, so hitter's count coming up for Maitan. Still raining, but now it's just a little drizzle. Some of the fans from a packed concourse are making their way back to the seats, albeit slowly. Away at first is Palmero. 2-0. Swung on, bounced to first, backhanded by Tenarowicz. He'll race to the bag in time. Maitan retired and Rocket City retired in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 2, we're scoreless. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Top of the Northrop Grumman third inning. Rocket City and Chattanooga scoreless as Sam Bachman heads back out there for what may or may not be his final inning of work. We're not sure how far they plan to let Sam go this evening, as again, this is his first game since coming off the injured list. I'm starting to look at the Trash Pandas bullpen, and there's some milling about, but no one's throwing as the first offering is lifted into left field. Long run by Whitefield toward the line. He makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out off the bat of Eric Yang. So Yang flies to left, and 1 gone in the Northrop Grumman third. Will go back to the top of the order, and Michael Ciani. And now a right-hander does begin the soft toss for the Trash Pandas. So we'll see if this is indeed the end of the line for Bachman at the end of this inning, that is. Ciani grounded to first to lead off the ball game. He squares the bunt, pulls back, takes an inside fastball for a strike, 0-1. Big thing a lot of scouts will tell you that they love about Bachman, pinpoint accuracy. We talk about command, right? The 0-1. Chopped past the mound. Over is Maitan. He'll field. He'll race. He runs into Bachman. Puts the tag on in time for out number 2. That's just one where the first baseman and pitcher got their signals mixed up. Bachman thought Maitan was going to feed him, and then he realized he was in harm's way. Tried to get out of the big fella's way, did Bachman, and Maitan wound up having to get around Bachman in order to put the tag on Ciani for out number 2. That'll go down as a 3 unassisted. Fortunately, everyone's okay, Ciani included. And quickly, 2 gone in the Northrop Grumman third for T.J. Hopkins. But again, young guy with a lot of accuracy already. Bachman I'm talking about, and that's a big step forward for anyone's development, and he already has it in only his 6th professional start. Hopkins tapped to the mound his first time, and now he'll bounce one to second. Easy play for Gomez on to first, and on 4 pitches, 1, 2, 3 go the lookouts in the top of the Northrop Grumman third. We'll head for the bottom half. Still scoreless. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Okay, and if you want to just say your name and title for me just so we can get a mic check.
Ryan Murphy, General Manager, Orion Amphitheater.
All right. All right. And what's your name?
That's Poppy Murphy.
Hi, Poppy. How are you? So how are things going down there?
Great.
You excited?
Yeah, very excited.
And we go to the bottom of the Northrop Grumman third inning of a scoreless ball game between Rocket City and Chattanooga. First pitch is cut on and missed, and the count 0-1. Due up for the Trash Pandas, it's the 8-9-1 hitters, Mulrine, Teodosio, and Whitefield against Carson Spears, as the 0-1 pitch is a fastball in there, and it goes to no balls and 2 strikes. And it's now time for our sponsor inning. I want to welcome in from the Orion Amphitheater, the General Manager of the Orion, Mr. Ryan Murphy. They are our sponsor this evening, as the 0-2 is cut on and missed, strike 3. Quickly down is Mulrine, but we'll get right to it. Mr. Murphy, first off, congratulations on everything. It looks outstanding. We went through this about 2 years ago.
I remember. I remember it well. Yeah.
You must be exhausted.
Yeah, the last 72 hours, if not the last couple of years, have been, exhausting, but well worth it.
And so tell us, for those who don't know, just tell us
Sure.
a little bit more about the Orion and what we can expect from it.
So the Orion Amphitheater, 8,000-seat outdoor amphitheater located in Mid-City. We're going to have year-round programming with major concerts, community events. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm excited.
So tell us when it all gets underway.
Tomorrow.
Isn't it something?
Yeah, we open with the Hospital Classic tomorrow, and then next weekend we have the First Waltz Weekend, which is more of a grand opening, big community event.
Tell us about some of the other events that you've got coming up. Obviously, as the pitch is swung on and missed by Teodosio. Obviously, summer's coming up. That means a lot of stuff's going to be happening.
Sure.
Give us some of the bigger acts that are going to be coming through.
Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. In a couple weeks' time, we'll have Dave Matthews Band, Kenny Chesney, Widespread Panic. We have the Black Crows, Black Keys, Keith Sweat, a ton of programming, and we're about to announce a bunch more coming up all into the fall. Yeah. Pretty exciting stuff.
hit by a pitch is Teodosio. He'll take first, so 1 on with 1 out. We'll go back to the top of the order. And Aaron Whitefield. Just seeing something like this pop up in North Alabama, we all always talk about how Huntsville is growing.
Sure.
What does this represent for the region and for the area?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great, it's just that quintessential, like, when art and culture and the growth of the community all meet. And, many kudos to the city leadership who has pushed this all along the way. And it's aspirational. It's like it's nothing you've ever seen before, especially in the South. I mean, pretty phenomenal venue. And, artists are going to be talking about it all around the globe. We're going to bring in people who have never been to North Alabama. We already know that some of the artists we're bringing in, they've never played in Alabama.
Yeah.
That's pretty phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why with the Trash Pandas? Why partner with the Trash Pandas, especially right now?
Oh, man. Because we love them.
Yeah.
Trash Pandas, I mean, again, just what a great thing for this city. And what a great, anything that brings people together, what we do, I mean, the shape of our venue, how we bring people together, how we entertain, how we just provide a sense of community and people really rallying behind something. I mean, Trash Pandas, music over at the Orion, can't beat it.
I could probably run down a laundry list of what were some of the toughest things that we went through when trying to open pre-pandemic, mind you.
Sure.
What's been probably the biggest challenge for you? That's probably the biggest question, right?
Yeah, well, we talked about it earlier today, and, my partner and CEO, Ben Lovett, said the weather, the weather that kind of set some stuff back earlier this year. I think we would have had the keys to the building a month or so ago if it wasn't for some of the wild weather we got.
Pitch is skied into shallow right field on the move. Oh, it's going to fall in. Runner to second, and he'll stay there. That was a little bloop by Whitefield. I thought at first that Hopkins had a beat on it, but it just continued to die out there, and Hopkins going to catch up to it. A single. Teodosio takes second, and runners are at first and second with 1 out. Here's Levon Soto. Where can people learn more about the Orion?
So theorionhuntsville.com is our website. You can follow all our social media, and I think we're popping up everywhere at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point.
It's kind of hard to miss you guys right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people are, now that we're coming out of the pandemic, a lot of people are looking for work. So what are you guys looking for right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we've been doing...
Pitch is drilled into deep center. Siani turns, looks up, and makes a great catch. Going toward the warning track, up against the wall, made a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch and takes away a run-scoring double from Soto. Back to second is Teodosio, and returning to first is Whitefield. Sorry.
No, it's good. That was exciting. So we've had several job fairs recently, and it's pretty amazing. We've hired about 150, 160 people, bartenders, guest services, stock managers, ticket takers, you name it. It was pretty amazing. In a couple weeks' time, our team was able to recruit and hire 150 plus people. So that's pretty phenomenal.
I know you talked about there's going to be, and by the way, time's called as Yang will have a word with Spears. I know you talked about all the different things you can do. I think a lot of people hear the Orion and the first thing they think of is music, and,
sure.
And I get that. But what are specifically some of the other things that you guys can do that maybe a lot of other people don't think about?
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of community events. We'll do, Neil deGrasse Tyson is coming there for a lecture, which is pretty cool. But we'll do a lot of film series and festivals. We'll do art festivals. We have a record fair coming up in the fall, which is, vinyl collectors all coming out. We'll have different sorts of community events, local music showcases, different kinds of art markets. But the place is really beautiful, but yet flexible, so we can have all kinds of events. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've seen the outside to it. It's very, as the pitch is inside, for lack of a better term, very Roman Colosseum-esque.
Well, that's it.
Well, it was obviously a design, but why that design? Why that specifically?
A couple thousand years ago, several thousand years ago, they got that design right, and they didn't have a PA system, electrified sound, and they were... That was a broken bat.
Yeah, out into left field on the move, and he dropped the ball. A run's going to score. Runner at third. He'll try to score. Throw, not in time. It goes to the backstop. Headed to third is Cabbage, and he'll pull in standing. What a bizarro play. I thought McLean was going to make that play, but he was unable to reel it in. It flops in, I'm going to guess for a single. That'll bring in Teodosio. And then the throw to the plate, they had a beat on Whitefield, but the throw home by McLean was errant. And so that'll be at least one RBI and then probably a throwing error on McLean to make it 2-0 as Cabbage goes around the third. I know you're busy, but I may need to keep you around.
I know, I was just about to say, that's all me right there.
But you were talking about this Roman Coliseum type of design. They got it right thousands of years ago.
And so when we were there, especially the last couple of days, standing on stage or standing in the stand, you feel the intimacy, yet the scale of it. It's grand, yet intimate, and it's really hard to get that right, and we got it right. From the artist's perspective and from the fan, it's going to feel like you're right there. Yeah. It's one big experience, and that was something they designed a while ago. And, I kind of poo-pooed the idea when I first saw the design with my team, and I really started leaning into it, and it's unique. It's like nothing you've seen, especially, in this area. But, we take a lot from, whether it be Hollywood Bowl, Red Rocks, the Greek, things like that. These are iconic venues, and that's what we aspire to be.
And, of course, you're just right down the road from Music City. Does that help? Does that hurt? I guess that only helps. Am I right?
It helps, yeah. There's so much. We're lucky enough to be so close with so many people in the industry, and they're right up the road. We've had a ton of managers, artists, agents come down and just like, wow, this is exciting. Nashville's getting crowded. Maybe we're going to move to Huntsville.
Pitch is swung on and lifted foul off to the left. It's 3 balls. And 2 strikes to Cabbage, to Palmero. Ticket prices, what can you tell us about that?
They range depending on the event. Even First Waltz weekend, we have, 50, 75. The Sundays at 10. And, I think average price is more around the 60, 70. But depending on the artist, you have a Dave Matthews Band or a Kenny Chesney, which get a higher ticket price. And then you have some cheaper ones out there.
Count is 3-2 as Spears looks to try and finish off the third inning. And the pitch is cut on and missed, strike 3, and that will indeed end the inning. Rocket City with 2, and with that, Mr. Murphy, congratulations on everything. Man. Go get them tomorrow and awesome. try to get some sleep. Okay,
I'm going to. I appreciate it.
We're at the end of 3 innings. 2-0. Rocket City leads it. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. We go to the R.J. Young 4th inning. It's 2-0, Rocket City on top. And with that, we welcome in Sean McLaughlin to the ball game, and that closes the book on Sam Bachman, who was pretty darn good. Good as advertised. 3 shutout innings, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. And he will depart and give way to the Rocket City bullpen as the first pitch is cut on and missed. 0-1. And for those Angel fans across the country who wanted to tune in and see their first-round pick from last year, we'll bid you good night. I don't know. Maybe you'll stick around. Hopefully you do. Pitch is down and away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. McLaughlin Taking the hill, he'll face the middle part of the Lookouts order. It'll be McLean, Gilliam, and Tenarowitz. 1-1. Change up in there, and it goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Fastball high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next pitch hit foul back to the screen. And stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch fought off to the right as McLean hangs in there. It stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch called, strike 3. Fastball right in there. McLaughlin off to a good start. And 1 away in the R.J. Young 4th inning for Isaiah Gilliam. So that is going to be strikeout number 1 for McLaughlin. Still trying to catch up on some things from last inning, folks, and I do apologize. Here's by the way, the strikeout on Palmero was strikeout number 3 of the game from Spears. And again, we want to thank Ryan Murphy and the Orion Amphitheater for coming on by. Pitches a strike, 0-1. For Trey Cabbage, they scored that a double, bloop double with 2 RBI. And then he went to third on the throwing error by McLean. So that's an E6 for the throw home. Pitches outside, and the pitch is on the outside corner, 0-2. So an E6 for the throw as it got by Yang and went to the backstop and allowed Cabbage to take third. So in that inning, 2 runs, both were earned on 2 hits. There was an error and 1 man left. Pitches outside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. So 2-0 Trash Pandas. Gave you the line on Bachman, and we'll get you caught up here on McLaughlin in just a second. Next offering, fastball high and away. And it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gilliam, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Next pitch, let up, missed outside. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Now it runs full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. McLaughlin 1-1, a 3.27 ERA. Appearance number 9, all in relief, 11 innings, 15 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He's walked 3, struck out 11 as the pitch is down and in. Did he go? No, he did not. Opponents, by the way, hitting .319 against Sean, and that one hurts a little bit. He was ahead of the count 1-2 and couldn't finish off Gilliam, who trots to first. So walk number 1 by McLaughlin. So 1 on with 1 out, and Robbie Tenarowitz will come to the plate representing the tying run. Let's see, McLaughlin, when did he last pitch? This is his first appearance of this series. He pitched on Sunday. Fastball is inside, 1-0. Pitched well, too. 2 shutout innings, 3 hits, a walk, and no Ks. Quick throw over to first and back in with a head-first dive is Gilliam. So after all is said and done, here are your line scores. 0-1-1 for Chattanooga, 2-2-0 for Rocket City. Wind continues to drift outward as Tenarowitz digs back in. Hit by a pitch his first time up. The fastball hits the outside corner. And the count evens at 1-1. Let's see, Robbie now. 5 of 12 for the series. That was after going 0 for 4 last night. The 1-1, here it is. That misses down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. A lot of that crowd has filed back in from the concourse after it rained a few moments ago. I'm seeing some patches of blue up above. McLaughlin kicks and fires, hit him. So a walk, a hit batsman after a leadoff strikeout, and now McLaughlin pitching himself into trouble here. First and second With one away, here's Francisco Urbaez. Urbaez hit into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up as Soto comes in and gives a word of encouragement to McLaughlin, former Atlanta Braves farmhand. There's a look at Sean. Remember something, he had one tough outing against Pensacola. That was on that Saturday night 3 weeks ago. Since then, he has settled down and into some trouble here. Let's see if he can pitch around it as the first offering to Urbaez is inside, and it's 1-0. Francisco, 286 with a homer and 8 RBI. Runners take their leads. Next offering. Inside, 2-0. You can see he's kicking at that mound, and I'm sure the rain from earlier is not making things easier, but he's gonna have to find a way to work around that. From the belt, check back of second, 2-0. It's low, 3-0. Let's see if they give Urbaez the green light. 3-0. Way high. Ball 4. And just like that, the bases are loaded. And what's frustrating is there's not a thing the defense can do about it. Walk number 2 by McLaughlin. And the bases are full of lookouts. Here is Leonardo Rivas, who singled his last time up. There's a look at the replay. Rivas 1 of 7 for the series. Well, actually 2 of 8 for the series now after that single. The set, the delivery. Fastball hit foul at the plate. There you go. Now he gets ahead in the count. Let's see if he can settle down here. Sean, I mean. Out of Boston, Massachusetts. The right-hander looks back in. The 0-1 on the way. Let up, cut on and miss. Good change of pace right there by McLaughlin. And just like that, he's ahead of the count 0-2. From the belt, next offering. Change up in the dirt. Big stop that time by Mulrine. I'm not sure where that ball caught him, but I think he almost blindly stopped that ball. And what I mean by that is he kind of scampered to his left to stop it, but I think it hit to his right and just somehow, some way, ball found padding. But now it's 1-2. They pinch in at third. That's where Palmero is. He's also off the line over at third. Back up the middle, hoping for 2. The 1-2. Change of it. Hit him. And that'll force in a run. And he was ahead 1-2. Gilliam in from third. Tenarowitz to third. Urbaez to second. They have a run without the benefit of a hit. And here's Quinn Cotton. And time called as Michael Wirt's going to go out there and have a word with McLaughlin, who got a strikeout of McLean to start this inning. But now he's alternated 2 walks and 2 hit batsmen. And just like that, a run is in. By the way, for Rivas, that is an RBI. And that'll be his 14th of the season. Under the corporate tagline, "Your productivity is our mission," R.J. Young helps modern professionals become more successful in their businesses with solutions to securely manage paper and digital information, and empowers businesses with leading technologies. Also, if you're suffering from knee or hip arthritis, the resulting pain can keep you from activities you love. Mako Smart Robotics is an innovative solution for many suffering from arthritis. Mako uses 3D CT-based planning software so your surgeon can know more about your anatomy to create a personalized joint replacement surgical plan, helping to get you back to the things you love quicker, like rooting on your favorite hometown team. We're about ready for action again as Quinn Cotton digs in and lines one at short. Catch me! Throw to second in time for the double play. I don't know what Wirt said, but it worked. A 6-4 twin killing Doubled up is Urbias, and just like that, the side is retired. A run scores without the benefit of a hit. No errors, 2 men left. Bottom of the R.J. Young fourth upcoming. It is now 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Bottom of the R.J. Young fourth inning, and due up for the Trash Pandas, it will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Gomez, Aguilar, and Maitan. The first pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. So Rocket City with 2 in the third. Chattanooga responds with 1 in the fourth inning, even though they didn't really earn it. Pitch is lined into center field. On the move, though, to make the catch is Ciani for out number 1. Tough luck for Gomez. He hit that ball hard, but out. Great jump by Ciani as he ranged into right center field. 1 pitch, 1 out in the R.J. Young fourth. Here's Ryan Aguilar. Aguilar struck out his first time. First offering, lined into right center. That's going to get down for a hit. May split the gap. At first is Aguilar. He will put the brakes on as Ciani threw a BB into second base. Holy smoke. Ciani has a cannon out there. Ranged to his left to field that ball with the backhand and then threw a rifle shot on the money to McLean, who was covering second. Look at this. Well, at least part of it. Solid single by Aguilar. That's hit number 3 for the Trash Pandas. And 1 on with 1 out for Kevin Maitan. Maitan grounded to first his first time. And the pitch is down and in. 1-0. Spears sets. And a throw over to first, back in with a head-first dive is Aguilar. Let's see, Maitan still trying to get on track. Now 0 of 9 in this series with 5 strikeouts. From the belt, the 1-0 cut on and missed. 1-1. Again, 2 more games to go in this series. We'll have 1 tomorrow. That'll be a 6:35 start. Then we wrap it up on Sunday with a 2:35 game. Then we head south to Pensacola. In fact, we'll give you the pitching matchups for this series. The 1-1, fastball high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tomorrow, it will be Kai Bush going for the Trash Pandas, 2-0, 2.95 ERA. Against Eduardo Salazar, 2-2, an ERA just a tick over 5. The look back in, 2-1, fastball high, 3-1. Then on Sunday, Coleman Crow will take the hill for Rocket City, 0-2, a ERA over 6. Again, Sam McWilliams coming off that woeful start on Tuesday against the Trash Pandas. 0-3 on the campaign, a 4.40 earned run average. 3-1, pop foul off to the left, and it runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd tries to make some noise. This is scout night at the ballpark. A lot of youngsters are going to be sleeping on the outfield grass after tonight's ball game, so a little higher pitch than usual on any night. As a throw over to first and back safely is Aguilar, who's 1 of 2 in the stolen base department. Off the line at third is Orbaez. The 3-2. Runner goes from first. Pitch is bounce foul past first. And we'll do it all over again. Again, after this series, Rocket City will see Chattanooga one more time, or at least for one more series. That'll be at the very end of this month. We'll head over to Chattanooga. Day after Memorial Day, play the Lookouts May 31st through June the 6th. And we'll see where everything stands at that point in terms of the standings. 3-2 on the way. Runner goes from first. Pitch is grounded. Good diving stop to Narrowitz. He'll go to the bag in time for the out. Maitan had the right idea. He wanted to punch it through that right side, and with Tanarowitz holding the runner aboard, he thought he might have a hole, but Bird got off the bag and made a great sliding backhanded stop. And he also did the right thing. He didn't try to force the issue and go to second and get the lead runner. He got the shore out at first, and now there's 2 away, and he got Anthony Mulrine coming to the plate. That's one of those where if it gets through the hole, Aguilar, as well as he runs, gets to third easily. And maybe this inning turns. Pitch is cut on and missed by Mulrine, 0-1. Anthony really struggling. 0 of 5 in this series with 5 Ks, including 1 tonight. That was a swinging strikeout in the third. Spears kicks and fires. Fastball swung through. 0-2, and just like that, Spears can wrap up the R.J. Young 4th inning. There you see Spears back on the bump. The look back in. The 0-2 on the way. Fastball lined out into center. Going back is Ciani. Still going. Reaches up. Makes a nice catch. He forgot there were 2 out, and he fires it back in. Now he realizes it was out number 3, and the inning is over. He's made some nice plays out there. In the 4th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We'll head to the 5th. 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. We move to the Beds Express fifth inning. There you see Sean McLaughlin, who had a rough fourth inning, but allowed only one run. Let's see if he can settle things down here in inning number 5. Oh, boy, he threw behind Eric Yang on the very first pitch. 1-0. Sean, he struck out Matt McClain to lead off the fourth inning, but then he walked 2 and hit 2. 1 with the bases loaded. Pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. That was Rivas to force in a run. Then he got a line drive 6-4 double play off the bat of Cotton to get out of the inning. The 1-1, here it is. Let up, that's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As McLaughlin is ahead in the count. Sean back to the belt, the pitch. Change up, that sails outside. 2-2. Yang, we haven't really had a chance to talk a whole lot about him. This is only his second appearance of the series. As the pitch is bounced foul over by the Chattanooga dugout. And it will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The right-handed hitter stands back in. Next offering, grounded to short. Easy play for Soto. He'll pat the glove, go to first in time, 1 away. You know what was interesting about that, him fielding that grounder? Soto, I mean. We talk about knowing your personnel, right? I mean, in football, you hear the term know the situation, right? If you're 3rd and 8 and you're a wide receiver, you don't run a 7-yard route. Well, here, you got to know the personnel. You got Yang, a catcher. Catchers don't typically run well. It's easy if you're Soto to get into the mindset of rushing something. You see a lot of guys handle that ground ball and then they rush the throw. Pitch is outside, 1-0. But he knew he had a catcher running, so he waited for that true hop, patted the glove, took his time, made sure he made a good throw, and he got Yang in plenty of time. 1 gone. Ciani will bounce 1 to first. Fielded, nice play by Maitan. He'll race the back in time for out number 2. That one almost ate up Kevin, but he was up to the task, and Ciani continues to play pepper with Maitan. That's his 3rd ground out to first. So quickly 2 gone in the Beds Express 5th inning. Here's TJ Hopkins. By the way, Yang, out of UC Santa Barbara, former teammate of Jack Dashwood. Rocket City reliever. First pitch. That missed low. 1 ball and no strikes. So McLaughlin looking better here in the 5th. 1-0. That misses low with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Wind continues to drift out toward left. McLaughlin with the 2-0. Swung on and skied to center. Teodosio, does he see it? Yeah, he does. He's got it, and the inning's over. It's that weird time of night where you're not sure if guys are going to pick up the ball or not, but Teodosio was up to the task, and 1, 2, 3 go the lookouts in the 5th inning. We are halfway home. It's 2-1. Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Bottom of the Beds Express fifth inning, and Bryce Teodosio will lead it off against former teammate Carson Spears, whose first pitch is a fastball that hits the inside corner. 0-1, that's right. Both these guys played at Clemson together, and now here they are facing each other in minor league baseball. Spears, I don't know if he had anything personal, but he plunked Teodosio. First time up, pitch is cut on and missed, 0-2. I'm kidding. I don't think there was anything personal at all, just a pitch that got away from Spears in the third inning. Teodosio, though, did come around to score. Pitch is in the dirt, 1 ball, and 2 strikes. One of 2 runs in that third inning for Rocket City. Again, Josh Carey with you. Mike Yaffe back at our WUMP studios. Rocket City with 2 in the third, Chattanooga 1 in the fourth, and that's where we stand right now. Sam Bachman got the start for the Trash Pandas through 3 shutout innings as the fastball swung through. Teodosio down on strikes as Spears pumped a fastball right by him. That'll be strikeout number 4 for Spears, and 1 gone in the Beds Express fifth inning. Here's Aaron Whitefield. Feel tired and drained in the morning? A better day starts with better sleep. Visit your locally owned and operated Beds Express today and let their sleep experts find the perfect sleep set for you. Beds Express. Better sleep, better life. First pitch, chased a terrible one, did Whitefield in the dirt. Came up empty. It's 0-1. Aaron has walked, singled, and scored a run. Spears kicks and fires. Fastball, did he go around? They appealed. No, he did not, says Bobby Tassone. 1-1 as the wind continues to gently blow out toward left field. It was raining off and on through about the first 3 innings of this game. Another slider cut on and missed, 1-2. Since then, that has settled down, and the crowd has been able to settle in and taken a nice ball game. I'd say we have a crowd of well over 6,000 fans for the festivities. We'll have fireworks after this one as the pitch is in the dirt again. Held on to that one too long, did Spears. Even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spears taking a moment. He's pitched himself a pretty nice ball game. Allowed only 3 hits. The delivery. Fastball lifted pretty deep into left center, but who wants it? Over is the center fielder, Ciani, to make the call and catch. And there's 2 away. You can see both Cotton and Ciani on that one called for it, but once Ciani makes the call, Cotton needs to back off because as the center fielder is the captain. So once Ciani makes the call, Cotton needs to peel off, and that's exactly what he did. Well done by both men. 2 gone. Here's Levon Soto. Levon 0 for 2, but his last time up, he hit a rifle shot into center field that was chased down by Ciani for an out. Pitch down and in, 1-0. Like I said, Levon's been hitting the daylights out of the ball. He's at 277 entering play today. And he lines one into right center. That's going to get down for a hit. Over to get it and cut it off is Ciani. Soto going for second. High throw back in, and Levon will beat it with a feet-first slide. He challenged Ciani that time and came up aces. So Soto slides in. Another hit for him. So a double for Levon, and he's at second with 2 away. Here's Trey Cabbage. And now a time called as Yang out there to have a word with Spears. Let's see, Soto. And a pretty long conversation out there between Yang and Spears. They continue to chat it up. Let's see, over the last... Well, I thought they had a last 5-game stat for Soto. They do not. Tell you what, for this series, though, Soto is now 6 of 16. So he continues his good work. A runner at second with 2 away. And here's Cabbage. 2-run double. It was a bloop job into shallow left field just beyond the reach of the shortstop McLean. He's also grounded to second. Righty on lefty, first offering. Fastball fouled to the screen. Good, mighty cut there by Cabbage, but he couldn't put it in play, and it's 0-1. Again, Rocket City entering play, a game up on Chattanooga, 2.5 up on Tennessee. The set, the 0-1. Fastball outside. And it goes to 2 balls and a strike. That means if they can win this one here, Rocket City, I mean, it means they won't fall out of first place. They are guaranteed of not falling out of first place by the end of the weekend, before they embark on that big 2-week road trip beginning Tuesday. The 1-1, cut on and miss. Good changeup that time by Spears, and the count at 1-2. Now a chance for Carson to wrap up the inning. Soto away at second. They wheel Travis around to the right. Shaded up the middle, the shortstop McLean. Next pitch. Fastball high and tight. Little chin music that time to Cabbage. 2-2. But that's the thing. When you're pitching against a real good hitter like Cabbage, it can be intimidating to come inside, but you got to do it at some point. Otherwise, you're cutting off one entire half of the plate. Spears back to the belt. His 84th pitch is on the way. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Cabbage doesn't like it, but he's rung up. That'll be strikeout number 5 for Spears. And Rocket City will leave a runner stranded in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. At the end of 5, it is 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. We head to the 6th inning, and Rocket City is leading at 2-1. We have a new pitcher in the ball game for the Trash Pandas, but first, you can close the book on Sean McLaughlin. It was shaky at times, but Rocket City is still owning the lead, as this is Luke Murphy on the pitch for the Trash Pandas, and Luke's first offering is a let-up that hits the outside corner, 0-1. McLaughlin goes 2 innings, allows no hits, but does give up a run. It was earned. He walked 2, hit 2, and struck out 1 as the pitch is grounded up the middle into center field for a base hit. So all things considered, again, not a great outing for McLaughlin, but he still departs with the lead. In fact, he's in line to win the game. But Murphy is greeted rudely by McLean, who picks up his first hit of the contest. That's only the 2nd hit for Chattanooga. So Murphy will come on and pitch. McLean at first, where he's 6 of 6 in the stolen base department. Here's Gilliam. A strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there, 0-1. Let's see, Luke, I think he's pitched in this series, but let me take a look. Yeah. He pitched on Tuesday and pitched great. 2 perfect innings. He struck out 3 of the 6 men he faced. Next pitch, cut on and missed. Blew a fastball right by him. No balls and 2 strikes. Let's see here. Murphy, 1-1, 4.76 ERA. This is appearance number 6, all in relief. 5 2/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 8 Ks. Pitch swung and missed, snap throw to first, not in time. As down on strikes is Gilliam. McLean safe at first. That's strikeout number 1 for Murphy, strikeout number 3 for Rocket City pitching. So 1 gone in the 6th inning. And here's Robbie Tenerowitz. 8 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting a $111 against Murphy, who, like McLaughlin and like Colton Ingram, had 1 really bad outing. But other than that, he's been pretty darn solid. First pitch. Fastball low, 1-0. Leading at first is McLean. Runner will go. Pitch is low. Throw down to second is going to be late. Head first dive by McLean. He's 7 of 7. And that ties Chattanooga with Rocket City for the league lead in stolen bases. So a runner at second, the count 2-0, and now a hitter's count for Tenerowitz, who's been plunked twice tonight, once by Bachman and another time by McLaughlin. The set, the 2-0 on the way. Fastball low, 3 balls and no strikes. So Murphy down in the count as he's starting to kick around at the mound a little bit. By the way, I was looking for this earlier. Soto 409 over his last 5 games, and he's got a double here tonight. 3-0 pitch. Hit hard on a bounce to third. Up with it, Palmero checks the runner, goes to first in time. 2 away. They gave him the green light, 3-0, and all Tenerowitz could do is pull it over to Palmero. I said he hit it hard. He actually did not hit it as hard as I thought. You can see he actually went to a knee. He swung so hard, and he actually got in on the hands a little bit, did Murphy. 2 gone, and remaining at second is McLean. That's a big thank you by the Trash Pandas to Tenerowitz. Urbaez 0 of 1, 6-4-3 double play and a walk. Here's the pitch. Low and away, 1-0. Anyway, for Chattanooga, that stolen base by McLean is their 36th of the season. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Change up, that missed inside. 2 balls and no strikes. I need to correct myself. They are still 1 behind Rocket City. Trash Pandas have 37 steals for the season. So that's become a neck-and-neck race. Right-handed hitter stands back in. 2-0. That's low. 3-0. So the second consecutive hitter where Murphy has fallen behind in the count. Part of that's the mound, and frankly, we've had a bit of a tight strike zone here this evening. Let's see if Murphy can come back again. Let's see if they give Urbaez the green light, like they did to Tenerowitz. That time he was taking, and he took a strike, 3-1. Shaded up the middle, the second baseman, Gomez. Murphy back to the belt. 3-1 on the way. That just hit the outside corner. Boy, Urbaez was about to fling that bat away and go to first, but he was called back as it goes to 3-2. Now a chance here to get out of the inning. Payoff pitch by Murphy. Here it is. Fastball lined out to right. Going back, though, Cabbage. He's got it. And the inning's over. Urbaez hit it hard, but he hit it out as Cabbage was right there and made the squeeze. And that will retire the side. No runs ahead. No errors, 1 left. Bottom 6 upcoming. It is 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. I'll get a station ID coming out of break. Rocket City leading it 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Fans Farmburger fed the Rocket City Trash Pandas front office this evening as part of its Feed the Team program. Pitch is fouled back by Palmero. It's 0-1. Farmburger will feed the Rocket City Trash Pandas front office before every Friday home game during the 2022 season. Farmburger's hope is to help achieve that norm again and make everyday food genuinely good food, connecting people to each other, to their community, and to their right to eat and live well. Pitch is a strike, and it goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Palmero stands back in. Palmero, Gomez, and Aguilar, the middle part of the order, as the let-up is cut on and missed. Preston down on strikes. That is strikeout number 6 now for Spears. And 1 gone in the 6th inning for Jose Gomez. Also, the 3rd inning was the Northrop Grumman 3rd inning. The mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. First pitch is low, and it's 1-0 to Gomez. Jose has played pepper with Ciani. 2 flyouts to center tonight in 2 at-bats, and he whiffs at the next pitch. A fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Activity has begun in the Chattanooga pen as Spears has pitched himself a pretty nice ball game. Gave up 2 runs in the 3rd. That's been it as the next pitch is fouled out of the stadium. And we'll go to a ball and 2 strikes. We'll get you a station ID here in just a moment. Gomez digs back in. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Slider down and away. Gomez down swinging. Strikeout number 7 for Spears. Let's give our station a chance to identify itself. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. And 2 gone for Ryan Aguilar, who's 1 of 2, a strikeout swinging and a single. They swing him around to the right. First pitch is bounced foul up the first baseline. 0-1. Ryan almost swung himself out of his ankle brace. 1-2-1 for Chattanooga. 2-4-0 for Rocket City. It's been all about the pitching once again, as Rocket City tries to hang on to this narrow lead. 0-1. Foul to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Wind continues to drift out toward left on this overcast and rainy evening. 2-2. Did he go? They appeal. No, he did not, says Stephen Hodgins, and that's the right call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Spears, if this is it, he's trying to end it with a flourish. He struck out the last 3 men he's faced. He fires a fastball low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind, 2-2. Let up, oh boy, that was a pretty good pitch, but it was off the plate. It looked good from up here, but from down below, you can see that setting up off the plate was Yang. He was hoping to get Aguilar to chase. Now the 2-2, and that one's, or pardon me, it was a 3-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. And that'll be ball 4 to Aguilar. He'll trot to first, and that'll be walk number 2 by Spears. So a runner at first with 2 away. Here's Jose Moreno, and let's see if he goes to the bullpen. That was the 96th pitch of the game by Spears, and that is going to do it for Carson Spears. So the Chattanooga Lookouts are going to make the move right now, and that means we're going to have a pitching change. That'll do it for Spears. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up right after this. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Back here at Toyota Field, new pitcher in there for the Chattanooga Lookouts. This is number 26, Ricky Salinas, who takes over for Carson Spears, who actually pitched himself a pretty good ball game. 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned. He walked 2, struck out 7. The runner at first is his responsibility. And now Salinas will come in with a runner at first and 2 away in a 2-1 Rocket City ball game as we play the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Maitan, and the first pitch grounded to second. Easy play for Rivas. He'll go to first. And on 1 pitch, Salinas gets Chattanooga out of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left for Rocket City. We'll head to the 7th. 2-1 Trash Pandas. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Top of the 7th inning, we head into the late innings. Rocket City clinging to a 2-1 lead. Luke Murphy stays out there for his second frame of work, and he will face the bottom third of the Chattanooga order. Rivas, Cotton, and Yang are all scheduled to hit. So here's Rivas, and the first pitch by Murphy is a fastball right through there. 0-1. You can close the book now on Spears. 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. They play Rivas straight up. 0-1. Fastball right in there. No balls and 2 strikes as Murphy off to a good start here in inning number 7. Again, Rocket City got a bloop double by Trey Cabbage. That was in the 4th inning with the bases loaded and 2 out. That made it 2-0. As the fastball cut on and missed, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Leonardo Rivas. He's down swinging. Strikeout number 2 by Murphy. 1 gone in the 7th inning, and here's Quinn Cotton. Cotton is 0 of 2. He's grounded to third and lined into a double play. That was actually the big play in this one. That double play came in the 4th inning. Sean McLaughlin was struggling. He had just walked 2 and hit 2 batters. First pitch is high, 1-0. One of the hit batters came with the bases loaded to make it 2-1. And then Cotton laced a line drive at the shortstop Soto, who caught the ball, then fired on to second to double up Baez and in the inning. Another fastball swung through by Cotton. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now Rocket City sits here 8 outs away, trying to clinch at least a split of this 6-game series. Curveball grounded past Palmero into left field for a hit. If he's a half a step to his left, that's a routine ground out. Instead, Cotton picks up his 2nd hit of the series. A seeing eye single into left field, just beyond the reach of Palmero. So Cotton, a very fast base runner, is aboard. And now Yang will come to the plate. I don't know. You got Ciani on deck. Very good hitter. I wonder if they'll have him bunt in this situation. We'll see. Yang out of UC Santa Barbara. Righty on righty. First pitch, he's swinging, and he takes a changeup in there. 0-1. From Woodland Hills, California. 7th round draft choice of the Rays. Or pardon me, check that, of the Reds, not the Rays. Come on, Josh. He was a Pioneer League All-Star in 2019. 0-1. Fastball right in there. No balls and 2 strikes. Let's see. In 2019, he was among the Reds minor leaguers, leading in on-base percentage, on-base plus slugging, and batting average. The 0-2, instead of throw over to first and back with a head-first dive, is Cotton. Wind continues to blow out toward left field. It's done that pretty much all night long. Yang is a double play threat as Murphy comes to the belt. The 0-2 on the way. Fastball high. 1-2. By the way, Rocket City, I told you about how they got their 2 runs. Meanwhile, like I said, Chattanooga, a bases loaded hit batsman against Rivas. 1-2 offering. On the way, runner will go. Pitches swung on and missed. That'll be strike 3, but unable to make a throw is Mulrine. That ball was in the dirt. It was a nice job by Anthony just to stop the ball. No way he could come out of a crouch and make a throw. So Cotton will get the steal. That will tie Chattanooga with Rocket City in stolen bases. They're 37th as a club. Cotton is 4 of 6. Yang down on strikes. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Murphy. Now you got to go through Ciani, who is 0 of 3 with 3 groundouts to Maitan over at first. Be careful here as Murphy checks second. First offering. Fastball right in there, 0-1. 95 on that heater. Good news, folks. It looks like we got the radar gun back up there. Just to the right of the advertising banner on the video board. Pitches foul back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Another fastball. So he's ahead 0-2, and he's used a couple of heaters. Let's see if he throws him something off speed here. Tying run at second, leading away is Cotton. Murphy. From the belt, the 0-2. Fastball, checked his swing and stays alive. If somehow the ball misses the bat, the inning is probably over. It looked like he went around. There's Chris, our bat boy, going after the loose ball. So it stays at 0-2. Murphy again. Checks the runner from second. High leg kick and the pitch. Threw him a curveball that time. It was in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes as they're trying to start up the wave here at Toyota Field. The wind has started to die down. Shaded slightly toward left center is Teodosio. Off the line at third is Palmero against the left-handed hitter. Open stands for Ciani. The 1-2 is on the way. Fastball just missed the inside corner. You could see Mulrine try to frame that pitch, but he couldn't get the call from Justin Whitten, who's been around the block a time or two. So 2-2 the count. Murphy with the 2-2. Fastball grounded to second. To his right is Gomez. He'll field, throw to first in time, and Murphy pitches out of the jam. In the 7th, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. Time to stretch. It's 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 7th inning, still 2-1. Some insurance would be nice as Rocket City clings to the lead. 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up against Ricky Salinas, Anthony Mulrine, Bryce Teodosio, and Aaron Whitefield as the first pitch is fouled back by Mulrine. 0-1. Salinas. We've seen this guy before in this ballpark. He pitched last season for Chattanooga. If you recall, he was the guy who started against Christopher Molina in that game 2 of a doubleheader that began at, I think, 10 o'clock, 10:30. Pitches in the dirt, 1-1. I remember that game. It took about an hour and a half. It was a 7-inning game. Hour and a half. Everyone was swinging at the first pitch because everyone wanted to go home, and we played in front of about 200 people. He went around on the check swing, did Mulrine, and it goes to 1-2. And I remember Ray Patrick Ditter, a solo home run in the bottom of the 6th to give Rocket City the 1-0 win. That was just a few hours after he had hit a walk-off 2-run double to win Game 1. Next offering, he went. Mulrine just couldn't hold up his swing on the slider. He's down on strikes. Strikeout number 1 for Salinas. And 1 away in the 7th for Bryce Teodosio, who has been hit with a pitch, scored a run, and struck out swinging. First pitch. Let up, low and away, 1-0. Get you the numbers here on Salinas out of Houston, Texas. The 1-0 pitch, here it is. Fastball swung through by Teodosio. 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's see. Salinas, 1-1, a 4.80 ERA. Appearance number 6, all in relief. 15 innings, 13 hits, 8 runs, all earned, a dinger, a hit batsman, and 9 walks. Fastball right in there. 1-2. He's also he struck out 15. Opponents are hitting .224 against him. He's ahead 1-2 on Teodosio. The fastball tapped foul over by the Chattanooga dugout. And it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Tell you what, we'll get you an update on the Southern League scoreboard here in just a moment. First, the 1-2. Let up, cut on and miss. Threw it down and away and got Teodosio to chase. Back-to-back strikeouts by Salinas. Strikeout number 9 for Chattanooga pitchers. 2 gone in the 7th. Here's Aaron Whitefield. If you're suffering from knee or hip arthritis, the resulting pain can keep you from activities you love. Mako Smart Robotics is an innovative solution for many suffering from arthritis. Mako uses 3D CT-based planning software so your surgeon can know more about your anatomy to create a personalized joint replacement surgical plan, helping to get you back to the things you love quicker, like rooting on for your favorite hometown team. Pitches cut on and missed, 0-1. All surgery carries risks. See your orthopedic surgeon to discuss your potential benefits and risks. Not all patients will have the same post-operative recovery and activity level. Individual results vary. Learn more at MakoSmartRobotics.com. Next pitch is in there, 0-2, and just like that, Salinas can strike out the side. He'll wind the 0-2. Low and away with a let-up. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes. There is a left-hander throwing in the Rocket City bullpen. 1-2. A let-up down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right now, Montgomery leads Biloxi in the 8th, 5-3. Mississippi and Pensacola tied up at 1 in the 6th. And in the 5th, Tennessee leading Birmingham 5-1 down in Birmingham. Another pitch in the dirt, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like a changeup by Salinas. So he was ahead 0-2, but he's having a hard time finishing off Whitefield, who has extended his hitting streak to 15 with a single in the 3rd. And the next offering, low, ball 4. Didn't miss by much on that one. Aaron will trot to first. Second time he's walked today, and walk number 1 by Salinas. Walk number 3 by Chattanooga pitchers. So 1 on with 2 out, and here's Levon Soto. A double last time up. He also laced a fly ball to center for an out and hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Salinas, he squares the bunt, pushes it up the third base line. And is Urbias, he'll have no play. And he'll eat the baseball while moving to second will be Whitefield. Beautifully done by Soto. Tell you, boy, he is so fast. If he does that once a week, his batting average will go up about 10 points just on those freebies. Don't know why more guys throughout this game don't do it at all levels. So a bunt single, and now you got your big gun coming to the plate with 2 men on and 2 men out. Trey already with a 2-run double, a little bloop into left field. He's also struck out looking and grounded to second. Righty on lefty matchup. This is what you want. First pitch, fastball high, 1-0. Let's see, against right-handers, Cabbage is hitting .418. 7 of his 8 homers have come against righties. The 1-0. Here it is. Fastball low and away, 2-0. Hitters count. Boy, oh boy, Salinas here living dangerously. To Narrowitz playing behind the runner at first and guarding the line. Palmero waits on deck. The 2-0, here it is. Swing and a miss. He was going for the downs, was Trey, and he threw him a slider. You could see Cabbage out in front of that one. So it's 2-1. Here's the thing, if you're Salinas, if you walk Cabbage, you still have another left-handed hitter waiting on deck. 2-1 on the way. Swung on, hit to second. Routine play for Rivas. Goes to first in time, and Salinas lives to tell the tale. No runs on one hit. No errors. 2 men left. Rocket City has left 7 for the ball game. We're at the end of 7 innings. It's 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Eighth inning, and Eric Torres becomes the 4th pitcher of the night for Rocket City. He will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Chattanooga. Hopkins, McLean, and Gilliam due up for the Lookouts, as again it's a 2-1 ball game. Luke Murphy, 2 shutout innings, 2 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. And again, it's Torres who will take over. Torres, we'll get you his numbers for the radio side in just a moment. First pitch on the way. Foul back to the screen. Good cut that time by Hopkins. It's 0-1. Hopkins has tapped to the mound, grounded to second, and flied to center. Let's see here. Torres, no record, no ERA, 8th appearance. All in relief. He's 3 of 3 in saves. The 0-1, did he go around? No, he did not, says first base umpire Bobby Tassone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's see, 3 saves, 8 2/3 innings, 4 hits, no runs, of course, 4 walks, 11 Ks. Opponents hitting 138 against him as the fastball cut on and missed by by Hopkins from Torres. 1-2. Eric ahead in the count out of Milwaukee. Set the delivery. Comes in from that side angle, and it misses down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There is a look at the flags. They are doing nothing for the first time tonight. They were whipping out toward left for most of the evening. The 2-2. Here it is. Broken bat flare into center. It's finally going to drop. Hopkins finally got one. He shattered his bat. It shattered into about 20 different pieces, and yet he got one to die into center field. What a bad break for Torres. Made a good pitch. Sawed him off. We'll take a look at it again. Boy, oh boy. They say it's a funny game for a reason. He had been 0 of 15 in this series. He loses a WAR club, but he gets a hit. He'll take that any day. So a runner at first, no one out. That's the tying run. Here's McLean now, the very dangerous Matt McLean. 1 of 2 with a single and a stolen base tonight. He's also struck out and walked. And he'll take a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Hopkins, 5 of 6 in the stolen base department. So be on the lookout here. 2-1 your score. That's the 4th hit of the game for Chattanooga, by the way. The 0-1. On the way. Fastball in there. 91 on that pitch. 0-2. You know, that's the funny thing about Torres. His fastball doesn't overpower you, but because it comes in at that side angle, that's not an angle a lot of guys are used to. So when it comes into you at that speed and he hits his location, it can be tough to hit. 0-2 pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Climbed it high and away, and he got McLean to go after it. That's a big strikeout of a tough hitter. And wasn't that interesting? He went high and away, so it was a waste pitch, but when you come in or middle out, and then you go high and away, well, now you've raised the eye level. That's going to throw guys off anytime. That's strikeout number 1 for Torres. Here's Gilliam now, and he takes a fastball high, 1-0. See, here's the deal. You can have a fastball and throw it at the same rate of speed, but if you change the eye level or the location, that's why hitting a baseball is so hard. Next offering, there's a strike. Looked like a changeup that time. 1-1. It's not the fact that it's thrown so hard or fast or whatever the deal is. It's the fact that it dips, it moves, it cuts in and out, and then it can rise, it can change eye level, and some guys hit high pitches better than low pitches and vice versa. Pitch cut on and miss, and it goes to 1-2. And I know that sounds very elementary, but the fact is a lot of people don't realize that, and so they wonder, why do guys have such a hard time catching up to a fastball at 92? It's because it's harder when it's high in the zone or low in the zone for some guys. And there's a high fastball swung through by Gilliam. Not sure how fast that one was, but back-to-back Ks by Torres. And again, he went high in the zone. You get that thing to rise on guys as it's coming in on them, it's hard to lay off. 2 away, here's Tanarowitz. Twice he's been hit with a pitch, and once he's grounded to third. First offering, almost hit him. Looked like a slider that time. 1-0. So good job by Torres. He gives up the single. Now back-to-back Ks. Still needs to get through this guy. Tanarowitz getting the cat calls. 1-0. Fastball right in there. 1-1. You know, they call him Bird, and he's getting cat calls. I don't know if that's a good mix or not. Funny thing is, every time that happens, he tends to do something good for himself. I don't know if we want to do that. The right-handed hitter stands in with the open stance. The 1-1. Fastball right in there. 1-2. 94 on that, baby. So now Torres with a chance to wrap up the inning. Hopkins will lead away at first. The wind starts to pick up again, blowing outward. The 1-2 pitch. On the way. Fastball almost hit him again. 2-2. Tell you what, between Torres and Murphy and McLaughlin, for that matter, those are 3 relievers who have been willing to go inside on guys. The rain starts to pick up again, by the way. The 2-2. On the way. Fastball hit foul off to the right. And it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming down at a pretty good clip. Let's see if Torres can finish up this inning, though. Fans start to head to the concourse yet again. Of course, it's already an official game. The 2-2. On the way. Cold strike 3. Threw it right down Broadway, and Tanarowitz could not pull the trigger. And Torres, after the single, strikes out the next 3, and Chattanooga is put away in the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom 8 upcoming. It is 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. The first pitch to Preston Palmero is cut on and missed. 0-1 by Ricky Salinas. Next offering. That misses low in the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. It is raining pretty heavily right now. I'm looking at the radar. There's just this annoying green blob that is sitting right over Madison at the moment. Hopefully we can wait it on out. As the 1-1 misses low, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the good news. It's an official game. Rocket City is leading. But at this rate, you know that the umpires don't want to, 1, stop play. We're so late in the game. And 2, Chattanooga doesn't want to stop. They want to have their last at-bat. So we'll see how long we can hold on here as it's coming down at a pretty good clip. Next offering is lined out into right, but 2 is right, and stepping back, making the play is Hopkins. 1 away in the 8th inning as Palmero is 0 of 3 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Here's Gomez, 0 of 3, 2 flyouts to center, and a strikeout. Fans, if you're suffering from knee or hip arthritis, the resulting pain can keep you from activities you love. Mako Smart Robotics is an innovative solution for many suffering from arthritis. Mako uses 3D CT base planning software so your surgeon can know more about your anatomy to create a personalized, as the pitch is popped foul out of play, 0-1, a personalized joint replacement surgical plan, helping to get you back to the things you love quicker, like rooting on your favorite hometown team. All surgery carries risks. See your orthopedic surgeon to discuss your potential benefits and risks. Not all patients will have the same post-operative recovery and activity level. Next pitch is a let-up, cut on and missed. 0-2 to Gomez. Individual results vary. Learn more at MakoSmartRobotics.com. 0-2 the count. Next offering. Change up, sky to right. Coming toward the line is Hopkins in fair territory. He'll make the squeeze. 2 away. So during that very long read, I should note that the rain has let up a little bit, but it's still coming down. As again, we try to make our way through this. There's another little flare of green across the Tennessee River. That's, I don't know, probably about another half hour away. So if we can get through this, we should be all right for the rest of the game. Here's Aguilar, and he fouls the first pitch back, 0-1. Salinas in his second full inning of work. He's allowed a hit and a walk so far. Due up in the 9th for Chattanooga, it will be their 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Baez, Rivas, and Cotton, as the pitch is grounded to first. Up with it, Tenarowicz feeds Salinas covering in time. 3-1 on the putout, and 1-2-3 go the Trash Pandas in the 8th inning. We will head to the 9th. Last chance for the Lookouts, 2-1 Rocket City. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Oh, they're playing a little Song of the South from Alabama here between innings, between Rocket City and Chattanooga. There's just something right about that. Anyway, we go to the 9th inning. The rain's still misting down, but it has let up considerably. Colton Ingram will come in here and try to close it out for the Trash Pandas. As coming up for Chattanooga, it will be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Urbaez, Rivas, and Cotton are all scheduled to hit. So Eric Torres pitches a scoreless 8th inning. He allows a hit and strikes out 3. He faced 4 men and struck out 3 of them. By the way, we do have an attendance to give you, 6,108. 6108. And there on the TV side, you can see the numbers for Ingram. If the ball game ends here, here's the final line on Salinas. 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. So Ingram to face Urbaez, who's 0 for 2. A line out to right, a 6-4-3 double play, and a walk, and he went around on the check swing on the slider down and in, 0-1. On the radio side for Ingram, 2-0, 3.65 ERA, 9th appearance, all in relief. He is 1 of 1 in save opportunities. 12 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Has given up a couple homers. He's hit a batter and walked 4. Pitch hit foul at the plate. He hit it right off his foot. Did Urbaez, and it's 0-2. He's walked 4 and struck out 16. Opponents only hitting a $150 against him, as they're going to give Urbaez a chance to recover. Back-to-back nights, Colton has pitched. He looked great last night as well, tossing a 1-2-3 seventh and striking out 2 of the 3 men he faced. It was a very quick and economical inning for him, so he's good to go this evening as well. The wind has shifted, blowing out toward right. Urbaez digs back in. Colton, lefty on righty. At the letters, the delivery. Let up, down and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes, but I like the placement. Guy just fouled one off his foot. Go in. You know he's going to be timid to swing. Here's the 1-2 once again. In the dirt that time. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ingram trying to pick up his second save. It would give Sean McLaughlin the win and Carson Spears the loss. Colton sets and delivers. Inside with the fastball, 3-2. He was ahead 0-2. But now trying to finish the job here on Urbaez, who, by the way, runs very, very well. So set up down the middle. The pitch popped up. Foul ground, giving a look by Tom, but it's well out of play. And it will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Only 9 hits in this game. 5 of them belong to the Trash Pandas. The look back in. 3-2. Swung on, skied to center. In is Teodosio. He'll slow up and make the squeeze for out number 1 through the raindrops and all. You could see a little hitch in his giddy-up. He thought it was going to come out to him a little further. Then Bryce realized at the last moment he had to run in a little further as it wasn't hit that far out there. But he made the catch coming in for out number 1. Always big getting that first out. It settles a guy down. 1 away in the 9th inning. Here's Leonardo Rivas, who has singled, been hit with the pitch, and now he drives one deep left, and we're tied. I was about to say he had driven in Chattanooga's lone run tonight on a bases loaded hit by pitch. But now he did something just a little bit better. A solo homer over the left field wall. Home run number 3, RBI number 14, and we are tied up at 2. And that was a no-doubter. So a 2-2 ball game, and now you got to keep your wits about you if you're Colton Ingram and keep it that way and try to set up your guys in the 9th inning. He hit it over the bullpen bar in left field. That was a pretty good poke by Rivas. The pitch to Cotton. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him at 92. 0-1. Cotton has it into a 6-4 double play, grounded to third and singled. He's also stolen a base. Next pitch on the way. Cut on and miss. Good let up off the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. No one throwing in the Chattanooga pen. I wonder if I'm assuming we'll see Salinas in the 9th inning, where he'll face the bottom third of the order. Maitan, Mulrine, and Teodosio. And is that a pitch clock violation? Apparently not. It's still 0-2. Colton back on the rubber. The delivery. Fastball swung and missed. Got him on 3 pitches, tied up Cotton inside, and nothing that Quinn could do about it. Boy, he just dominated Cotton in that at bat. If he had gotten by Rivas, this thing is over. Strikeout number 1 by Ingram, out number 2 of the 9th inning. Here's Eric Yang, who's flied to left, grounded to short, and struck out swinging. First pitch to him. Let up right through there, 0-1. Well, Rocket City won it with a walk-off last night. Maybe we can do it again this evening. 0-1. Swing and a miss. High fastball away. Now it's 0-2. Colton will try to wrap up the inning right here. A solo home run by Rivas has tied it up. The 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Way outside. Fastball high and away. 1-2. By the way, that was the 5th hit of the game for Chattanooga. Each team has 5 base knots. 1-2. Grounded to third. Hit it off the end of the bat. Palmero across the diamond in time. And the inning is over, but Chattanooga ties it on the solo homer by Rivas. It was the only hit of the inning. No errors and no one left. Rocket City will try to win it in the bottom half. We are tied up at 2. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 9th inning, tied up at 2, Rocket City and Chattanooga. Ricky Salinas will stay out there for his 3rd full inning of work. And again, he'll face the bottom 3rd of the order. Maitan, Mulrine, and Teodosio against the right-hander. The first pitch to Maitan is a let-up that misses low and away. 1-0. You know, we've been waiting for that first home run from Maitan. Wink, wink. He's 0-3 tonight, though. 2 groundouts to first and a groundout to second. As Salinas will step off the rubber for just a moment. A solo homer by Leonardo Rivas. That came in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out to tie this game. Pitch to Maitan. Fastball high and away, 2-0. Rocket City with 5 hits. 2 of them came in that 2-run 3rd inning. Since then, they've had single hits in the 4th, 5th, and 7th. He waved at the 2-0, did Maitan. 2-1 now. The wind is blowing out at a pretty good pace, about 15 miles an hour. The rain has pretty much stopped. Swing and a miss. That looked like a slider. Now it's 2-2. Anthony Mulrine waits on deck. Off the line at third is Urbaez. And the pitch, he tried to go that way, but he hit it foul, did Maitan. And it stays at 2-2. Again, a win here. Rocket City would go up 2 games on Chattanooga in the North Division and guarantee themselves at least a share of first at the end of the weekend as the pitch is hit foul again off to the left. And it will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boy, he's trying to go to that off field, isn't he? Two. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Threw the fastball by him. Maitan down swinging. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Salinas, and that's now the 12th strikeout for Chattanooga pitchers. 1 gone in the 9th. Here's Anthony Mulrine. Anthony now 0 of 3 for the game, 0 of 8 for the series with 7 strikeouts. And now time call. Here's Rob Wooten. And actually, you know what? This is going to be Zach Humphreys, so I beg your pardon. Humphreys is going to pinch hit for Mulrine. And if there's a 10th inning, Zach will stay in there and catch. So they're going to talk this out. And while I have a moment, I want to remind you that tonight's 3rd inning was brought to you by Northrop Grumman. The mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. This is to go over the scouting report on Humphreys, who hit a home run last night, a game-tying home run. He also had a bloop single in last night's win as well. And this is one of these moments where you kind of want Zach to grip and rip it. He gets a base hit, fine, but you don't mind a home run by any means. As the fastball is high and tight, 1-0. Zach, let's see, 279. 5 homers, 9 ribbies. And again, he hit one of those over the wall last night. 1-0 in the dirt. Held on to that one too long. Looked like a slider. 2-0, so a hitter's count for Humphreys. His home run was to straightaway center, and he did it off of Curlis. That came in the 6th inning. 2-0. Fastball lined into right center field. That's going to drop for a hit. Humphreys with the single to right center. All right, it's not a home run, but you'll take it. So there's the winning run at first base. So he's there with 1 out. Here's Bryce Teodosio. Now, I know he's a catcher, but he does run very well. Humphreys is 3 of 3 in stolen bases. Would they dare put him on the move? Here's Teodosio, 0 of 2. 2 strikeouts, a hit batsman, and a run scored. A lot of room on the right side. Back at third is Urbaez. The first pitch is high and tied, 0-1. The right-handed hitter stands in, shaded up the middle Rivas. They don't think he can go to the off field. The 1-0 on the way. Fastball outside, 2-0. So once again, a hitter's count. You got to think they'll give Teodosio the green light if he has something he feels he can handle. Guarding the line at third, Urbaez. Next delivery, there's a strike. It was a fastball, but it looked like he took a little something off, and Bryce just couldn't pull the trigger. So 2-1. They play him straight up in the outfield. Teodosio, 225 entering play. Fastball, another strike, and it's 2-2. He didn't like that call, and neither did the crowd. Wind continues to blow out. Holding the runner at first, Tenarowitz. 2-2 on the way. In the dirt, runner will go. He can't get it out of his glove. That's not a stolen base. He saw it in the dirt and just went off with it. It's not even a wild pitch. It's just an advancement to second. It's not even really a steal, as Humphreys will take second base. We had one of those, I want to say, a week ago. I think it was Torrey who did that. But either way, you got the winning run in scoring position. I talked to Andy about it. 3-2, high ball 4. So a single, a walk. That is going to be walk number 2 by Salinas. And now you got the guys you want up there coming to the plate. And let's go ahead and give our station a chance to identify itself. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network. Here's Whitefield waving at the slider low and away. It's 1-0. So that play by Humphreys was what they call a ball in dirt read. So it's not really a steal, it's just an advancement to second. First and second as the 0-1 is down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. So winning run is in scoring position. You got Whitefield at the plate, followed by Soto and then Cabbage. A chance here for Rocket City to win it with a walk-off yet again. They play him straight away on the infield. Salinas kicks and fires. In the dirt, he held up the swing as they appeal, and Bobby Tassone makes the right call. 2-1. Like we just saw, Humphreys runs well at second. They got to play the infield, or the outfield rather, a little more shallow and try to cut off the run at the plate. To Narowitz playing behind to Yodosio at first. 2-1. Fastball foul back over our heads out of the stadium. 2-2 now. Aaron, 2 walks, a single, a run scored, and a fly out to center. Away at second, Humphreys. Here's the set. Salinas kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Threw him a slider down and away, and Whitefield strikes out. That'll be strikeout number 4 now by Salinas. So 2 away, but here comes Levon Soto, who, like I said, has hit .409 over the last 5 games. And he's 2 of 4 tonight. He's got a bunt single, a double, a line out to center where he hit the daylights out of the ball, and a 4-6-3 double play. Shaded up the middle to shortstop McLean. The pitch. Hit foul over by the Rocket City dugout. It's 0-1. So Salinas gets ahead in the count. You need to at least get the ball in play and force their defense to do something. And now time called, this time by the catcher, Yang. By the way, as a ball in dirt read, that technically goes in the books as a wild pitch, so not a stolen base for Humphreys. Just a cheap wild pitch on the pitcher, Salinas. The 0-1, here it is. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, if he hits it where shortstop typically is, Soto, I mean, the game is pretty much over. Salinas kicks and fires. Fastball high and away. Now it's 2-1. Things get a little tricky here now because you don't really have any breathing room. You got another left-handed hitter waiting on deck. You don't have to give in right here, though. I mean, whether he hits a single or a home run, you lose. So you may as well go after either man. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Now, if Chattanooga were up 3 runs and you had the tying run at the plate, you want to go right after Soto here because you don't want to take your chances with Cabbage. The 3-1 pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 4. Second walk of the inning, third walk of the game. Humphreys will take third. Teodosio to second, Soto on at first. So the winning run 90 feet away with 2 out. Cabbage will come to the plate with a chance to win it. No one throwing in the Chattanooga pen. It's all up to Salinas. And you got Tenarowitz as well as Yang out there having a word with Salinas to go over a scouting report. It's going to be up to Cabbage. Waiting on deck is Palmero, but he will not hit this inning. So here we go. Cabbage will stand in as coming back behind the dish will be Yang. And now a wild pitch, a ball, a pass ball. That all ends the game too. Off the line at third is Urbias. You don't think he would bunt one up the third base line, do you? The set, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased one out of the zone. Maybe a little too hyped up there was Trey. It's 0-1. Threw the fastball by him. Salinas looks over at third. Next offering, here it is. Hit foul back, 0-2, and now Trey is at Salinas' mercy. And Salinas can play with him just a little bit. Here's the deal, though. If you're going to mess around with him, 1, you don't want to make a mistake. 2, you don't want to bury one in the dirt and have it skip past Yang. Huge lead at third by Humphreys. Urbias practically where short is. 0-2, high, and it's 1-2. There's no chance for Urbias to get over there and cover third. So if you're Humphreys, you can make you can go about 40 feet down the line if you like. The 1-2. On the way. In the dirt. Good stop by Yang. Now it's 2-2. And things start to get a little tighter on Salinas. This is where he wants to do business. The rain continues to fall. That light mist that just won't go away. The right-hander looks back in. The 2-2. Here it is. Swung on a drill. Deep center. Ciani at the wall. It's gone! A walk-off grand slam. Cabbage is all aces. He rounds third. He has a gaggle of trash pandas at home. It doesn't matter what level you are. Little league, high school, college, minors, or majors. The walk-off grand slam is something special. And Trey just drilled one. The reigning player of the week in the Southern League showed why. And he earned it to the deepest part of the yard. A walk-off grand slam home run. And Rocket City is a winner. Your final score is 6-2. As in the 9th inning, 4 runs, all of them earned on 2 hits. There were no errors and no men left on base. Rocket City a winner tonight. Your final is 6-2 as it will be Salinas getting the loss. The big dump for Cabbage. McLaughlin, it will be Ingram getting the win. No save. And the time of game was about 2.5 hours. Rocket City again a winner, 6-2, and they take 3 of the first 4 games of this 6-game series. For those of you on this TV, we're going to say good night. Be back with us tomorrow at 6:30. That'll be the airtime. 6:35 will be the first pitch. Rocket City and Chattanooga in Game 5 of this 6-game series. For those of you on WUMP, stick around for the Northrop Grumman postgame show. That's coming up right after this. Rocket City on a walk-off grand slam wins it tonight. Your final score is 6-2. We'll be back after this. This is Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network.